Hi guys, my name's Jack and welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, I will be making a naturalistic formicarium for my Ratipinera metallica colony. I think they have 19 workers now, so a pretty healthy colony to add to a formicarium at this point. But as you can see, I've got a bag of rocks that I am putting into the natural formicarium. Now, the reason why you want to put rocks in a formicarium is, of course, to just drain all of that excess water that gets left on the bottom. So a great drainage solution. But of course, you can add like clay balls and other stuff like that to your drainage layer. They work just as good, and yeah. Alright, next we'll be adding window screen. You can use shade cloth. Now you can use both if you want, but I would personally use shade cloth. I don't have any at the moment, but if I did, I'll definitely use it. But yeah, I would definitely go with shade cloth over the window screen. But yeah, they both work good though. Okay, so for the second layer, we are going to be adding some potting mix. Potting mix acts as a very good sponge and absorbs a lot of water and keeps it neutralized in the soil at the same time. So it's a great source of, soil. But yeah. Now, for the third layer, I'll be adding some soil from my backyard. What sort of substrate you go for should depend on what your ants like. Some species might prefer a rather dense and sandy soil, whereas others also might prefer a rather barky, loose-like substrate. So you'll see a lot of ants probably nest with a lot of bark just above their nest. That probably just benefiting them for maybe just the structure of their entrance of their nest, maybe helping them towards a lot of rain and stuff like that. So it might just help their just a nest with that. Alright, now this isn't necessary, but I'm just adding a thin layer of desert sand for the ants, just to pick, some substrates between the two to work with. Obviously they'll be nesting deep below in the where the potting mix is and the soil from my backyard, but I'm just giving them some extra sand to just work with. Now, I'll also be adding in some plants from my backyard. Now, I wouldn't recommend this because, I don't know, it might have, some parasites or whatever on it, but I'm just putting it in. I believe it's actually kind of like a succulent, but it's not at the same time, although it does survive really hot weathers, and it hasn't rained for like weeks. So, yeah, this is kind of like a succulent. They last forever, but yeah. Just a cool little feature to the formicarium. Now, as you can see, I'm watering the soil, and I'll be adding in the colony in a bit, so stay tuned for that. And I'll also be adding in some driftwood. Now, I always see these guys nesting under, woods and stuff like that, so I think this would be great for them. So yeah, I hope they love it. Now here we go, adding in the first test tube of the Ratipinera metallica colony. Now this tube that you're seeing right here is the actual home they nest in. Second one I'll introduce in a second is just the other fresh test tube I tried to give them, but they didn't move in. Well, there was only like 5 or 6 workers in there, probably because they were just, I believe they were using that test tube as a food storage, because I did see a heap of exoskeletons of earwigs and stuff that I fed them, so I believe that was like the food storage, so that was pretty cool. But as you can see, they are very excited, you know, just exploring the new area. So yeah, I reckon that's so cool watching them. Hope you guys enjoy this video so far. Please leave a like and subscribe while you're at it. But yeah. Just look at that brood pile though. I reckon there's probably 20 plus brood there. So that's going to be a massive next generation. Okay, so it's now the next day and they have finally moved in. Now, I did mention before that I see these guys nesting under wood a lot, and this is exactly what they've done. So cool seeing the nest now. And yeah, I believe they also, as you can see here, they have nested under this little plant I gave them, this little succulent plant, which is really cool because they've made like a little hill up there. But yeah. Also, make sure you go follow my Instagram. I'll put the name on the screen right now. So yeah, make sure you give me a follow because I'll keep you guys updated on this colony and the formicarium. So yeah, go check that out, guys. I'll also be sure to do some feeding videos on this colony as well, so that should be exciting. Ratipinera metallica is definitely my top 10 favorite species. The green metallic on their head is just so cool to see. But definitely also my top 10 species to keep as well. They're very, very fast growing, especially for a semi-claustral species. So yeah, definitely recommend keeping these guys. Anyways guys, let me know what you think of the formicarium, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out guys.